Julie is entering.
It's live. It's
yes.
live. Hey everyone, Facebook peeps, hello.
Here's 7 with Chad Marvie once again. We have 2 Saladmaster owners joining us today, cooking with us, okay? And I say that because if you're not familiar with this cooking class, we normally have Saladmaster owners, but we also welcome non-Saladmaster owners because with this cooking class, our goal is to both encourage as many people as we can to cook. All right, start with cooking because we believe that eating better really does start with cooking. But then, even better than that, we are really trying to encourage and influence as many as we can to cook the Saladmaster way.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Let me check my. Do you want to go ahead and do it, honey? Our PC just said it's running low on battery. Do you want me to do it?
I don't know where it is.
I'll do it. Technical difficulty peeps, can you just come here, honey, and talk to them if you don't know how to do it? Close. I don't know why it's not charging. Can you just come here? I can fix it.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry everyone.
Here, can you fix it?
I know I said. Can you just talk to them? Thank you.
Okay, well, we're charging our battery here, but hello everyone. Thank you for everyone who greeted me happy birthday this week. It's been a great week. Yes, I feel older, but I feel very much loved because the older you get, the more people love you. There you go, it's charging now. Okay, so today we are going to make what? 2 dishes, right?
Yeah, it's a very simple baked chicken that's incredibly flavorful.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, move a little because we're squished. Are we squished?
No. I'm good.
Okay. So anyway, we have 2 things. Are you guys ready? So we have the Williamses, and then we have Roy and Julie, as always. Welcome, everybody. We're getting leaner and leaner, right? In these cooking classes because it's football season. You all, we were thinking, should we move the cooking class to like a little bit earlier?
Doesn't
but then
matter.
we realized it doesn't really matter because
the games are like either before the class or, right in the middle of class.
Right, or the class is right in the middle of the game.
Oh,
so
right, yeah.
It doesn't really matter. So welcome everyone. Are you all ready? Perfect. So T and Julie, Roy and Darren, I love it when we have our guys in the kitchen, like this one, and Darren and Roy. Yay!
Got their plaid shirts on.
Yes.
Roy and Julie.
It's a great thing to do together, right? To learn new dishes, right? Together, it's always fun. It's actually a very good idea for date nights, you all. A lot of you who are listening to us, who can actually watch us, I kid you not, it's a really fun thing to do on a date night. All right, perfect. So we're gonna start with our cake, okay? Ready?
Okay, so we didn't mention what we're gonna make. We're gonna make baked chicken and a chocolate.
It's a chocolate poke cake.
It's a pokey
Why
cake.
is it a poke? Not a pokey bowl, but a poke, because you literally are going to poke your cake later, okay? It's just a twist on a favorite classic chocolate cake. Cool. So what's beautiful, what's great about this cake, I don't know if you guys realized, if you looked at the ingredient list, calling on all my vegan friends, this is actually easily vegan, right? It is actually vegan the way we're making it today, okay? And then if you opted to use gluten-free flour, then it will be a vegan gluten-free cake. Perfect. So ready? So as always, everybody, with the Saladmaster way of baking, we don't use our big oven. Okay, this is something phenomenal. With every single Saladmaster piece, for as long as you have a lid, you can bake with any of them, even the smallest, the 1 quart, on your stovetop. So today, Julie, we're going to use our 9-inch. Tawana, we're going to use a regular 9-inch covered skillet to bake our cake. All right. And then the other difference is we're not preheating the big oven. We are going to just bake this later on our stovetop, which is phenomenal if you haven't seen that yet. So ready?
Do we need to preheat the E-asy?
No, we are not preheating anything. This is the beauty of baking the Saladmaster way. More often than not, you don't need preheating. Okay. So the first thing we got to do is here. So we have your ingredients for the cake. We're going to combine our dry ingredients first and then all the wet ones later. So grab 2 bowls. I'm going to use this big bowl, honey, for all the dry ingredients.
Okay. I'm just following instructions today.
He's going to help me. I'm going to tell him what to do.
All right.
Okay.
Step 1.
So in your bigger bowl, combine all your dry ingredients. No particular order. You just combine them all in your bigger bowl. So that's your flour, what else, honey?
Okay.
Your flour, your cocoa, your salt, and your sugar. All of those. Okay? Go ahead.
So, ingredient list. 1 cup flour. We're using all-purpose flour today. 6 tablespoons of cocoa powder. We're using
Cocoa powder, cacao.
King Arthur's cocoa powder here. I pre-measured it 6 tablespoons.
We have the Dutch kind. Okay?
We have 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. Soda, the one that we use for our pot test.
For those of you who have seen the Saladmaster presentation.
1 cup sugar.
Here we go, honey.
Dry ingredients. What else is dry? There, the sugar. Oh, that's not for this one.
That's not for this one. Okay?
Okay, that's it.
So that's it. You combine all your wet ingredients with a whisk, honey. Just try to combine it really well. You can show it. That's the camera. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then after combining all your dry ingredients really well, the next thing you're going to do is with a smaller bowl, combine all your wet ingredients, except all the wet ingredients except the chocolate syrup. Okay?
So including the banana?
Yes. So what are those wet ingredients?
Okay.
It can be your 1/4 cup of banana or applesauce or yogurt. Remember, I gave you all those choices. For ourselves, we're using 1/4 cup of mashed banana.
Okay. So I already measured this earlier, guys.
There you go.
Right, 1/4 cup of
Banana. Of banana going in there.
1/4 cup of sunflower butter.
We opted to use sunflower butter, okay? So you may use any type of nut butter that you want. May it be peanut or almond, it's really up to you, or cashew. You're kind of like partial to sunflower butter at this point.
1.5 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay.
There goes your vanilla.
You know what I forgot to add to the dry ingredients was my salt.
Is the salt.
Yeah, that's why I brought it to you earlier.
Okay, here we go.
So I'm just gonna add 1.
Okay, you only need 1/2 teaspoon of salt, okay? Oh, that's a lot.
That's 1/2 teaspoon.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that looks like it's a lot. Okay, anyway. So there you go. We had to add our salt.
Okay, so wet, I did my bananas and sunflower butter.
And vanilla.
And vanilla.
And then here's the thing.
Water.
You're supposed to add 3/4 of a cup of room temperature water. Okay? But today, if you know me and my baking, instead of water, I'm going to use I'm going to use apple in lieu of my water. Let me just wash this really well.
I'm going to mix the others first.
All right. So here we go. Honey, do you want to shred the apple? You want me to do it?
I can do it.
Okay, here we go. So with your wet ingredients, you're adding 3/4 of a cup of room temperature water. But for ourselves, look at these people. We are going to shred with our salad processor, our Saladmaster processor, an apple instead. A pretty big one, okay? I'm substituting my water completely with this shredded apple. See? Okay, we're gonna fish these out, the big pieces. There you go. Okay. Do you see this? So this is one of the most amazing things that I love about being able to bake with my Saladmaster cookware, right, Jewel? I kind of sprung this up on you. So I want to tell you, every time I bake and it calls for water, I always find a way to reduce the amount of water or completely substitute that with whatever fruit I have, especially when it's a chocolate flavored cake, okay? So in the future, even if I don't tell you in the ingredient list, hey, substitute shredded apple, please feel free to use apple, okay? Or whatever else you have. Like if I had some celery, I probably would have added celery too, okay? So this is something that's phenomenal if you haven't seen this yet. So after you mix all your wet ingredients, the next thing you're gonna do, T and Julie, is now add all of your wet ingredients to the dry one. Okay, to the dried combination one. So mix this all together, and then we're gonna add it to our dry ingredients. Here you go, honey. Do you see what we're adding to our dry ingredients? Yum. Do you see this? Do you
Okay,
see
so
that?
we have a question. If can they use a baking dish instead of a Saladmaster pan?
Yes, you may. If you're using a baking dish because you don't have your Saladmaster, you can use an 8 or 9-inch, round or square. Okay, that will be the perfect size for this. That's why we use our 9-inch covered skillet. Here we go, honey.
Okay, so now we combine both, right?
Yes. Where did we go live? How come I don't have it in my phone?
It's on the page.
It's in our page. I'm trying to
This one,
say
look at
hi.
this. Look at my phone.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So after adding all of those,
Yeah.
can Miss Anna use
That's
a
the
baking
one.
dish? Yes. All right. There we go. Is Anna cooking with us today?
Maybe she's just listening in.
Hi, Anna. It's good to have you
No, this is not mixing as easily.
as easily. Okay. We're going to use our spatula instead of our whisk because it's getting a little bit more challenging to combine
I'm just
everything.
gonna fold it.
Okay.
Marvie, you didn't add your chocolate syrup yet.
No.
No, the
Okay.
chocolate syrup is reserved for the last because that's what we're going to add to our baked cake later. Okay.
Okay, peanut butter goes in.
All right. So now here's the trick. If you feel like your cake is still a little bit dry, what I'm going to do is put it under the shredder. And for ourselves, we're going to add a little bit more of apple sauce that's fresh, of apple that's freshly shredded. So how's your cake mix going?
Chad, we added our chocolate syrup already.
Oh, you did? I guess it will still be fine.
Mix in all your wet ingredients.
Oh.
Yes. Not without the chocolate syrup,
But
remember?
it's okay. If they already added it, that's fine, right?
Oh, you already added it?
Yeah, it will still work. Yeah.
Yes. It's the chocolate syrup. Sorry, you missed that when I said earlier, all your wet ingredients except the chocolate syrup. So if you already,
What's that for again? Syrup.
the syrup was supposed to be a standalone that we use after we bake the cake.
As a glaze.
Okay, so we can add it. We can
Yeah.
add more.
Well, it's going to be try to go easy on it though, because it's going to make it a lot sweeter. But here's a little tweak because you already added it, right? What you can do, Julie, do you have instant coffee? Do you have instant coffee granules?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
No, we don't. We don't. We have brewed the.
Yes, grab about 1/4 cup of your chocolate syrup, okay? Don't put it in the cake, set it aside, and then add some ground coffee granules to it. Turn it into a mocha chocolate syrup,
Oh, okay.
okay? Chocolate mocha syrup. So however coffee you want to add to it. No, the reason I'm asking you to add coffee is so you can temper the sweetness. Because then now you have double the measurement of your chocolate syrup, right? So, and it's also going to be great because that's something that I wanted to tell people as a tip later. If you want to change the flavor of your chocolate cake a little bit, you actually add coffee granules instant. If they're like the big ones, just like crush them a little bit. If it's the powdered kind, then that's fine. You don't even have to do anything with it. The amount that you will add to your chocolate syrup is according to your taste. Okay? And it's easy to kind of like figure out how much you want in there because it's something you can taste right off the bat. Cool? All right, so we're mixing our cake still. Honey, do you think it's still dry?
No, it's good. So I added
Okay.
I didn't do the whole apple.
Yeah, so we ended up shredding with cone number 1 in our Saladmaster processor, 2 apples almost, like not completely, like 1 3/4. All right. And then grab your 9-inch or Anna, whatever baking dish you have, and then spray it down with your baking flour, or you can just grab some of your butter and then just smear some onto your pan, okay? For ourselves, I always use the spray just so we can release it immediately and show you.
Okay, just so that let's not make sure it's kind of thick, but it's no longer dry.
All right. Perfect. So if you guys are wondering, why is your cake batter, Marvie, a lot drier? See, it's not going to be the same as your batter because you guys used water straight up, right? But this is okay, and we'll be able to get away with this. Why? Because here's why. Baking on your Saladmaster cookware on your stovetop actually produces quite a bit of moisture, okay? So our cake, I'll show you later, is not even going to be dry. Then how do we bake this on our stovetop? On medium low, all right? On medium low, and we're going to check it after about 25 to 30 minutes or until we're able to insert a toothpick clean, okay? Like checking that the traditional way. He started using his hand.
It's so thick, so I have to use my hands.
There you go.
Are you wanting it thick, Marvie?
No,
Oh,
We're-
okay.
it's different because we did not use water, remember?
Oh, got it. Okay.
I was saying ours will be thicker because of that, but that is fine. My cake
Yours
is
is thick.
dry because baking this way in the Saladmaster always produces a lot of moisture, right?
Okay, got it.
So my cake is not going to be dry, and you will see that later. Cool. Hello, everybody. See, we don't have much people. Oh. Hi. The oven temperature, I'm sorry, Anna. I didn't realize somebody was cooking with us the traditional manner. So 350 degrees in your oven, the traditional manner of baking, and you will have to bake this for about 25 to 30 minutes. Okay? So baking this cake in the traditional manner will be in the oven at 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna give it a shake and use my spatula just to kind of like even it out a little bit at the bottom. You see our cake. And covering it. And now baking it at medium low, which for us at this induction stove is going to be about 300 degrees. Okay. There you go. And I'm going to time it as also for about 25 minutes, and we're going to check it. Cool. So there you go. Our cake is going. So do you see no preheating? Are you okay, Anna? Now let me make sure that Anna is able to come follow along. Hi, Doris. Attorney Doris Gamboa. Thank you for dropping by. Doris, you should make this cake. This is going to be phenomenal, okay? So for those of you who just logged in, we are baking a chocolate cake on our stovetop with our Saladmaster 9-inch skillet, okay? And we actually used bananas and freshly shredded apple to add moisture to this, okay? There's no eggs, there's no butter, no dairy product in here. So this is what I was telling you earlier, you all. This is actually a vegan chocolate cake. Yay! Okay. All right. So there's our cake. Everybody's okay? Anna, are you baking with us today? Are you actually baking with us, Anna? I don't know if she can hear us.
Please answer, Miss Alice. We already answered it.
Yes. We answered Miss Anna, right? So if you're baking this the traditional manner, this cake, it will be in any baking dish, 9-inch or 8-inch, round or square. And you will bake this at 350 degrees in the big oven for 25 to 30 minutes. All right? T, are you okay? Are you following along?
I am. There's like a strange sound. I don't know if it's us or you guys, but yes, we're following.
Oh, there's a strange sound because we're
because
using
of our
an induction
induction.
oven.
Oh, got it.
There's like a fan. Is it drowning us,
Yeah, maybe
Mikael?
we should just move it here.
We should do a noise canceling thing. So are we okay, T, or is it like garbled? We're okay? Are we okay? Feedback?
It's okay. It's a little bit garbled, but not too bad.
Not too bad.
We can still hear you.
Not too bad.
Okay, my husband is deciding, okay, we're not going to use our induction cooktop because of the fan. Okay, everybody, we just moved it to our regular stove, which is going to be here, honey.
Okay. All right. So sorry about the sound, guys. We are moving up to our normal stovetop.
There
Okay.
you go.
So I do want to say
Minus-
hi to Auntie Mila, who's watching from Dumaguete. Thanks for joining us.
All right, let me just, you know what I'm going to do? We have to actually unplug it for that to stop. There you
There you
go.
go. All right. No more sound.
We'll show you what happens to our cake in a little bit. All righty. So
All
our
right.
cake is on. Moving on to our chicken. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So here you go. This chicken is phenomenally easy. Anna, are you also going to try to do this the traditional way, or are you, okay, the way we're going to do it today with our Saladmaster cookware is here. We're using our electric oil core skillet. Okay? And we're also not going to preheat. Okay? So what we're going to do is here, everyone, Julie Roy, grab a small bowl and all your ingredients except, okay, again, except your chicken and your oil. But everything else, you combine in a small bowl. Combine everything in a small bowl. So that's your brown sugar, your paprika, your dried herb that you chose to use, your garlic powder. Okay? All of those in there.
Okay. So it's 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of paprika. So I did not pre-measure these because, you know, I'll have too many little containers. One tablespoon of garlic
One
powder.
teaspoon. That's one
Yeah.
teaspoon of garlic
So
powder.
1 tablespoon of dried herb. I'm going to use oregano for this one.
But I want to make mention, if you guys are not averse to using a lot of garlic, which we are not, you can go from 1 teaspoon all the way to a tablespoon of garlic powder, depending on your taste, okay?
But I'm just gonna use 1 teaspoon, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And then your salt and pepper to taste. So for the four big, chicken breasts we have, I actually have 5. We're going to add 1 teaspoonful of salt. Okay, that's for ourselves. Now, you guys increase or decrease depending on your taste. Okay?
And then pepper to taste.
Yes. Please don't add too much. My husband tends to go, "Bah, crack, 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 crack." I'm like, no, it gets really hot. Enough, honey.
Okay.
All right. So is the teaspoon of salt enough for you? So it's going to be 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt for each.
Maybe you can add a little bit more.
Okay, he wants to add a little bit more for our salt because we actually have 5 big pieces of, not too much, of chicken.
Maybe
Now
I'll
here.
add 2 pinches.
Yeah. I want to show you something, guys. This is a tip. Do you see what I have, Julie? A mallet. In your case, you can just have Roy use his fist to punch. A
Okay.
mallet or a fist. And then I have this. And what we're gonna do first for our chicken is here. Grab each piece of your chicken and then go look at the thickest part. Do you see this thickest part? It's about 1 inch, over 1 inch big, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna grab a mallet, your mallet right here, and pound on the thickest part of your chicken to make it a lot smaller, about 1.5 centimeters or about 0.6, 0.7 of an inch. Okay, so you're gonna make it a little bit like less thick. So do that on the thickest part. That is going to be the how do you call this? The secret to an evenly cooked and moist chicken. Cool? So if you don't have a mallet tea, ask Darren to pound on it with his fist. Yes. Yes. There you go. See that? He uses the block just so we don't dirty up our chopping board. Aw, very nice. Do this with each piece of our chicken, okay?
We're gonna put it on the.
Not
Okay.
yet, honey. Put it back in here,
Okay, so that's what it looks like now. Oops, there you go.
right? So it's a lot
Thinner,
thinner.
but it's also wider.
Yep, a lot thinner and wider. And then when we start cooking it, it's gonna compress again, and it's not gonna be as wide again, right? Alejandra, hi. Alan Fansalida, Yolbert. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for dropping by. Hey, while we're pounding on our chicken, I want to make a huge announcement, okay? Please mark this on your calendars. December 27th, the last Sunday of this year, okay? We have several announcements to make, and we're going to give away some really great prizes for you. Okay, while he's pounding away, I'm gonna speak.
Sorry,
Just the thick one.
it's
honey.
too loud. So I'm gonna change chopping boards.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Because this chopping board is no longer even. Tita Heidi, thank you for dropping by. So we see we're pounding on our chicken just to make sure that we cook it evenly, okay? We bake evenly, okay? So the traditional way of doing this, you would be preheating your oven to 425 degrees now, okay? preheating the oven to 425 degrees if you were doing this traditionally. But because we're using our Saladmaster electric skillet, we're not preheating anything, all right?
Okay.
And then after that, here's what you're gonna do. We can leave this here, honey,
Okay.
because we can use it to season, okay? So grab each piece and then you're going to add, like rub a little bit of your olive oil to each side, okay? Each side, rub a little bit of your olive oil, or if you have a brush, you can use your brush. There we go. That's what the olive oil is for. All right. So he's going to transfer to a small container. There you
Did
go.
you say 1 tablespoon?
So this is going to be just about 1 tablespoon. And then, honey, you're going to brush this olive oil to each piece of chicken before you add
The seasoning?
the mixture of your seasoning, okay? So go easy on the mixture of your seasoning because you're gonna wanna cover your chicken breast on both sides. So see this? So that is what the olive oil is for, Roy and Jewel, okay? It's for our seasoning to stick onto our chicken breasts,
And here's my dry mixture.
okay? So the traditional way of doing this, preheating your oven to 400, Saladmaster owners with the EOC, just to get this ready, we're not necessarily waiting for it to reach its temperature, but just to get it ready, please put up your EOC temperature to 425 now as well. So it's the same temperature to begin with, but we're not necessarily waiting for it to reach 425, okay? So I just did that with my temperature control, the probe of the EOC, 425 degrees. All right. Isn't this really easy, you guys? You will be amazed at how flavorful this thing is, okay? There you go. So for our dried herbs, Julie, Roy, what did you use for your dried herb? Oh, I don't think they can hear me.
Sorry, we had our mic off. We had oregano, paprika, and basil and thyme.
Ah, oregano and thyme. Okay. Tawanda, what did you use?
So it's an
your
Italian
dried
blend,
herb.
basically.
Not quite.
What did you use for
The
your-
oregano, parsley, and the, yes,
Right. Perfect.
regular parsley.
Awesome. We used straight up the Italian seasoning. Blend.
Ah,
That's what Chad used. Yep.
Okay, we're good.
All right. Then as soon as you're done, you're going to lay it down on your EOC as much as you can make it fit in there. Okay. That's what we're going to do next. Here we go, honey.
Okay.
Hi, Mavic.
you oiled them on each side, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I seasoned them on both sides.
So you oil and season on each side.
Okay.
Is it too big?
It's too big.
Oh,
Do we
okay.
only just 4?
Okay, we can only fit 4 in our EOC. Perfect. We are gonna
Okay.
do our one piece
Later.
later.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it back in the refrigerator then.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. You can go ahead and
All right.
show them this.
And then as soon as you're done, you just cover this, okay? And your EOC is at 425. Anna was asking, should your EOC be on already? Yes and no. We are not necessarily preheating, but I did turn it on right before we added the chicken. Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. It's now at 425. We're just gonna wait for the clicking of the valve to start. All right. After which we are going to lower our temperature and start timing it. All right. So that's what's going on with our chicken. Is your cake okay? Now, please be careful with your cake because this is not going to be a stick of a cake. Make sure your temperature is a lot lower than usual, especially if your burner tends to get a lot hotter, okay? Some ceramic cooktops tend to be a lot hotter, and those who have the gas cooktop. So instead of medium low, you want to bake this cake on your stovetop, but even lower than medium low. So almost low, but not quite. Okay? Is there any question? Is everybody following along? Anna, are you with us on Zoom or
No,
are
on
you with us
Facebook.
on Facebook?
Facebook.
Oh, she's with us on Facebook.
Yep.
Okay. Hi, Wang Sambilay. It's good to have you here. So anyway, I was trying to give you some announcements earlier while we're waiting on everything now. See, it is so early. It's at 5:36 and we're done. Okay, just waiting on both things. Isn't this phenomenal? Okay, now I want to make a huge announcement. So December 27th, the last Sunday of this year, all of you are watching with us, whether you're a Saladmaster owner or not, please join us, not just by watching, but by cooking that weekend, okay? Why? We're going to end this year with a big bang. How are we going to do that? Well, like I said, we are going to do our most viewed recipe once again, which is the Valenciana, okay? And our most viewed dessert or most requested dessert, which is that, honey?
Crepes.
It's funny, but it's also the crepes, right? It's the Valenciana and the crepes. You're going to want to cook with us that day because about 6 of the people, because I'm hoping we have like 10 or 12 people cooking with us, so about half of you will win some Saladmaster prizes, okay? Cool. And I don't know if you remember, if you were able to join us in the early days, which is not too long ago, that was June. Do you remember that we had the contest that we have running? Tawanda, do you remember? Do you remember our contest that we had running?
The 99?
Yes. Well, we are going to do something about our contest, our contest that's been running since June, okay? The 99. Which of these will you call mine, okay? I'll tell you more about that in a little bit, but we're going to end that contest proper by the end of this year because we're going to announce something else on the first week of January. All right? So here we go. Our chicken is cooking. I can hear it sizzling. You see that? It's quite fast. Anna, you're on Facebook. Can you smell it? I can smell it already.
Hey, Marvie, how long are we supposed to put it on for?
This one, the chicken,
Yes.
you're waiting on it to click. And then after the clicking sound of the vapor valve, we're going to turn our temperature lower, which is at 350. And then that's when we time for 20. Okay. For 20 minutes. Now, if you're baking this traditionally, it's the same way. You're going to bake it in the big oven at 425 degrees. So do you hear that? Mine is already clicking, right? Julie, is yours clicking? So I'm going to lower this. That was really fast, right? So I'm going to lower this to 300 temperature-wise. Whoops. What did I do, honey?
Yeah, none of it.
Sorry, you all. I messed up my temperature.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my temperature at 350 now, and then I'm doing the time, putting it up to 20 minutes. Okay? Now here's the difference though. Even though my timer in the EOC is at 20, Anna, everyone else, I'm going to put my timer on, another timer, when it's at 15 minutes, okay? When our timer is already at 15 minutes, the only thing that we're gonna do is we're going to open the cover or lid, okay? We're gonna open this and crank it a little bit for the last 5 minutes. So what is the cranking for? It's for us to brown the top. Remember? Okay, we're going to try to brown and caramelize our chicken breasts on the top by opening the lid at the 15-minute mark.
Okay.
Cool?
You want to check the cake really quick?
Yes.
If we should lower the temperature.
I lowered it, honey. It's now at 2. See, at 2.
Is that fine? Okay.
I
So
lowered
our
it.
stovetop is actually at number 2, just above high simmer.
Which is a really low temperature, okay? So anyway, so does anybody else have any questions? So did you time it there, honey? Is that what you
Yeah, I
did?
do have 15 minutes set here. We have 5 more minutes for the cake, and I think we're good. Our countertop is also clean already.
This is really easy, right? This is like one of the fastest additions that we have. So what are we eating our baked chicken with? Did you guys prepare anything for your baked chicken? No? No? Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. And this is going to be really fast. And I'm doing this like right now. I'm deciding to do this right now. Here we go, honey, because we have time. Look at how easy it is to come up with something when you have Saladmaster gadgets. Okay, I'm putting back my machine. Hun, can you grab cone number 2? We're going to make some mashed potatoes from scratch, and I'm going to show you how I make it pretty fast. Can you grab cone number 2, please?
Yes. So I used this earlier for some apples, so I'm just going to wipe off the few strings of apple that I still see here. Okay, and then I am getting cone number 2. I guess that's what this is.
Yes, and then let's just grab our basket and let's report
So this is cone number 2. You'll see. Okay,
for our solid sauce.
and then do we need another bowl for this one?
You can, yeah, or you can do it straight into the basket.
Right. Which basket?
The steamer, the basket, honey, the steaming thing that we use for.
Oh, okay. So, for those of you who own Saladmaster, we're going to use the steamer, the one with holes at the bottom.
The basket.
There's this one. Right? You see this? And I learned this, that if your potato has started to grow some ice because they're really curious, what you do is you just slice off that corner with those ice and then plant it in a pot. And pretty soon you'll have your own potato plant. So,
So here we go, guys. Because we have enough time on our hands, I grabbed some of my golden potatoes, Yukon potatoes. I pre-washed them really well with a brush. And then we're going to shred it, okay, with our stringer, which is cone number 2 in our Saladmaster food processor. And I'm just going to string this straight into my basket. Julie, you have to watch because do you have this? No, you don't have this, don't you?
man, the chicken smells so good.
Oh man, Julie, we're gonna find ways for you to get all of these things, okay? So this is how we make our potatoes mashed from scratch. Now, why did Marvie not peel? Because, why not, honey? Tell them.
Well, you know, a lot of the good nutrients of a potato, right? The potassium and the vitamin D.
Whatever else is there in case
It's
you make a
usually,
mistake.
it's in the skin of the vegetable. So
Right. That's scientifically proven, you all.
So
a
we-
lot of the nutrients are in or near the skin. So we did not.
we did not peel our potatoes. And you can also, if you don't have this, I mean, you can always just use any Saladmaster pot and slice your potatoes, right? And then boil them. Just make sure you don't put too much water, just enough that it covers the top of those sliced potatoes.
Right. What you do is, Jewel, you add about 1/4 cup to 1/3 cup of water. So it's more like you're cooking it with very little water inside, but you're not steaming if you don't have the basket. It's another way of doing it. But today we're going to use this basket on top of our 3/4.
Okay, time's up for the cake.
Okay, can you finish this, please?
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna add 5 more minutes to our cake to make sure it's completely cooked. In the meantime,
Okay, everyone else, please check your cakes if it's done or if you need to add 5 more minutes to it.
I need 5 more minutes. How much time did we say for the cake earlier? I said 25, right? I'm adding about 3 more minutes, or actually I'm gonna push it to 5 for the cake to make sure it's completely cooked. All right. And then our 3/4, our 3/4 is with the rice.
I have a 2/4 here.
Okay. So what we're gonna do, because our 3/4 is not available, I'm just gonna add some water. And we're going to use our 2/4 to cook this, our potatoes, our potato.
All right, it's ready.
So do you see this? This is our strong potatoes. See, with cone number 2, and we'll cook it in the basket over our 2/4 with some water at the bottom. Go ahead, honey. So we're not seasoning this right now. We're going to season this when it's done, okay, when it's cooked, which is gonna take about 15 minutes. So that's what we're having with our baked chicken, easy peasy. Do you see that? Will it fit?
Not exactly.
No, you're gonna need another 9-inch for that. Okay, we're trying to look for something where our thing would fit. Do you have another one?
I'm not sure.
Okay, maybe we should just use this. I don't think we have any.
I think that's fine. Let's just put it that way. Okay, you can go ahead and pop it.
All right, is everyone following along? You guys okay? Hi, Lee Bunard. Hi, Michelle from Arkansas. It's good to have you here. And James Snells. Oh, this smells so good. Okay, so we only have like a little bit less than 7 minutes on the clock for our chicken. When the 15 minutes is up on this one, the only thing I'm gonna do for the last 5 minutes is open the lid. Remember, Darren, Tawanda? Okay, the last 5 minutes, we're gonna open the lid so we can brown the top of our chicken. Cool? That's all we're doing. So how's your cake going?
Good. Still wet in the middle.
Okay, that was mine too. So I'm added 5 more minutes to mine. Okay.
Cool.
Cool. And then get your forks ready, because as soon as our cake is done and we flip it over, Roy and Jewel, you're going to poke holes into it. That's why it's a poke cake. You're going to poke holes into it, and with your chocolate syrup that you added, did you add your coffee? I'm actually gonna add coffee to mine. So here, my chocolate syrup, I'm going to add a teaspoon of, it's a lot, right? A teaspoonful of chocolate granules, instant coffee granules that I'm going to like powder up, mash, okay? Make it fine. Okie dokes. And I'm gonna add that to this chocolate. Now, some of you may also opt to do it this way. Some people have some ready like flavorings at home, like a chocolate flavoring thing. So, you know, some of you are like me, like really serious bakers. So whatever flavor that you have at home that you would like to add to this, some of you might want to add raspberry flavoring to it. or almond, or like I said earlier, hazelnut, right? Because they come in those little bottles. You can add it to your chocolate syrup so that when we add this to the cake later, there you go. You have an additional flavor to your chocolate cake. Okay. Perfect. Anything else? Okay, I'm gonna grab the coffee, honey, because I did say I want to add some coffee. You're good with the coffee?
Okay.
I want to add it to our cake.
Hey, Butch and Dinah, thanks for joining us.
So this is going to be very simple. It's just going to be about a teaspoon of my granules because it's not the powdered, instant powdered kind, okay? We're just gonna add this to temper the sweetness, okay? Because if you know me, I like dark. Here, honey, can you please do this?
Okay.
Just so we can make it fine. Okay. My house smells so good between the cake and the chicken. Can you smell that? Ah, it smells so good. So I only have 3 more minutes with this one, and then I'm gonna open the lid. Okay.
I wish we could do virtual smells as well, right?
I know. How's your home smelling, Darren? This smells so good. The chicken, right?
Yes, it is smelling all over.
Really yummy dinner for tonight. Oh, I look forward to Sundays, you all, because I really look forward to whatever we cook.
Literally, after we sign off,
We're so excited.
the kids, they drop what they're doing because Francesca's
Yeah.
the one answering those on Facebook Live.
Yes.
Mikael is
Hi,
handling the cameras. So they all know when we sign off, we gather at the dining table.
We
and
don't
then
even take off our apron because we get excited.
say our prayers and then we have our dinner.
I know, right? So did you guys catch that announcement earlier? That we are going to have a big cooking class on the 27th. Mark your calendars wherever you are, Saladmaster owner or not. You're going to want it to be a part of that. Cooking, not just watching. Okay? When some be like calling on you. So you can win some Saladmaster prizes. Okay? The invite for that, I'm going to do my best to get out sooner. I'm so sorry, you all. I've been so busy recently. I know that my invitations with a list of ingredients they've been coming out late, right? Recently.
That's okay though. They seem to be simple ingredients, so it's not really like you have to go out and buy something.
Yes, the beauty of this is we always try to do something that you can make with everything that you have possibly at home already. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because I have 5 minutes on the clock left. Okay, actually it's only 6, but I can smell it already. Like it's browning at the bottom. I'm gonna open my lid. Okay, open the lid for the last 5 minutes. Did you see that? I simply cranked my lid. Do you see this? Mikael, can you please show them? There, about 1 inch for the last 5 minutes. Cool?
Yeah, our timer looks funny on the camera, but it's actually showing 6 minutes.
Okay, now because it's really brown at the bottom, Tawanda, Anna, and Julie, I'm gonna lower my temperature to 300 at this point. Because do you see that? I see it incredibly brown at the bottom.
You want me to flip it?
No? So I lowered my temperature to 300. Jewel, lower your temperature to 300 so you can avoid burning it at the bottom, okay? So for the last 5 minutes, what we're trying to do is brown the top, okay?
Hi, Gloria.
But this chicken is pretty much like done almost, okay?
Gloria Labrador and Jean Grace Aquino is watching with us.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Thank you for dropping by. Oh, the other person that I want to say, Michelle Hall, our dear friend from Arkansas. Do join us on the 27th. It will be a lot of fun, okay? And at this point, I don't think it will be dethroned. The most viewed class is for our Valenciana, the arroz Valenciana, which is like your typical paella Valenciana, and the crepes for dessert. Those two are the most viewed. They're currently, that video is at 13.9 thousand views. Okay, 13,900, almost 14,000 views. So that's going to be our tradition at the end of the year. Whichever is the most popular recipe, we're going to do it again, and then we're going to just have as many people cook it with us, and then we're going to give out prizes. Okay, so 27th, mark your calendars. In the meantime, this coming Sunday, if you're wondering, what are we cooking on Sunday?
Do I get the cake?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it done?
It looks fine.
Let me grab my tester. Where did you put my tester, honey? All right, now we're gonna grab our cake. It's time for our cake reveal, you all. And I'm gonna grab my fork. Like I said, grab your forks.
We have the plastic.
I used it earlier. It's done.
It's done?
All right. Here we go. Here's our cake. Are you all ready with your cake? Julie, Roy, and Twanda. Flipping my cake now. Straight from the stovetop. Uh-oh. I burnt my cake, everybody. Do you see that?
Looks good. Oh.
But it's burnt. So what I'm gonna do, see my stovetop is pretty high. It was on number 2, which is very close to low, and still I kind of burnt it. So do you want to remove this, honey, the burnt part, or are you okay with the burnt part?
I'm okay with it.
Okay, this is something funny. Believe it or not, we're okay with a burnt cake because when we burn our cake with this one, it doesn't taste bad at all.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna poke holes to this one
It
next.
doesn't taste bitter. Tastes
Okay.
good.
After releasing your cake, we're gonna poke holes, hon.
Okay.
Poke holes as much as you can, and then I'm gonna add our coffee to the chocolate syrup.
We'll use this one. Chocos.
So you can just use your fork or whatever you have. But here, did you see this chocolate syrup that I'm adding coffee to? Because I want to add a layer of flavor to our chocolate cake. So we crushed some coffee granules, about a teaspoon, and adding it to this. All right. Like I mentioned earlier, whatever you have at home, whatever type of flavoring you might want to add, hazelnut, raspberry, almond, whatever you desire, you can add to this chocolate syrup. Okay. Poke some more, honey.
There's a lot of holes here. You just can't see it.
And then what you're going to do, Jewel, Roy, is you're going to add this on top. Add it on top, especially by the holes. Where's our cone number 1?
It's there in the stove, in the sink.
This is number 2.
Number 1 is there too. Oh, it's probably there by the other table.
Yeah, we brought it to the other side. All right, so do you see what he's doing? He's adding the syrup. So it's like an icing, but not really because it's liquefied, right? We want this chocolate syrup to seep through into the cake. Okay, so if you've watched me bake, I do this a lot because this is one way that I also make my cakes a lot more moist. Sometimes I use condensed milk with some cacao, right? You've seen me do that. Okie dokes. See, our chicken, I can smell is done. All right, honey. And then, do you see this? I'm gonna grab my spatula. Just make sure that it gets in there even more inside. And then I grabbed a piece, actually a bar of my favorite dark chocolate. I don't know if you can see it, but here. Here you go. I'm going to add this on top of my chocolate cake. Okay. I am actually using cone number 2 to make ribbons. There you go. I'm so excited to eat. Ta-da! Here you go, honey.
Okay, I'm gonna get the mashed potatoes one.
Not yet.
Okay.
So we have, oh, we're actually done. Are you guys okay? Are you finished, Roy and Julie?
Yeah, this is finished.
We are all
Ooh.
done. We're gonna show you our finished product. It's 6:01. It's time for our review.
It's time to go around and show your chicken.
Exactly, okay? And here's the cake. We burned our chicken at the bottom. Do you see that?
No, it's not burnt.
That's because of the brown sugar.
It's not burnt, guys. It's just the brown sugar there. See? See that?
Yum! I cannot wait to eat.
All right.
So we're gonna cook our mashed potatoes for about 5 more minutes, but here you go. See? This is our baked chicken and our chocolate poke cake. Do you see these? There you go. All right. We're excited to eat. Okay, now can we please go to Darren and Tawandas? Can you show us, or Roy and Julie, what you've come up with? So this is what we made today, you guys. Those of you who are just
right.
joining us. Here's our chicken.
Ready?
Oh, good.
Need to open up the cover.
Now, Williams is first, Darren and T.
Ooh. It's burnt. There it is.
Lift
It's
it.
the same. Lift it to
If
one.
you lift it,
Oh.
it's not really burnt.
Okay.
That's what we have to because of
That's what they
the
have. That's
yeah.
what
Roy and Julie. You plated it. Now try it. Try it. Try it, you all. Let me know how you like it, Anna.
Oh, try it. Okay.
Yeah, try it. Try it. Did you think I said fry it again?
Yeah, it's like, wow.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Try it, honey. Tell me how you like it.
What are we gonna do with the potatoes?
It's okay. You don't have to see this one. I just
Okay.
added this. We're waiting on our mashed potatoes that we decided to do last minute. Ooh, do you see this? It's moist on the inside. Not dry at all.
Okay. I'm gonna try a chicken. Oh, if you want to see what it looks like there. It's fully cooked, but it's juicy in the inside.
Try it, everybody. Let me know what you think.
It's just enough. It's good. Look that.
Oh, wow. It is so flavorful. Darren, let me know what you think of it. We're eating now.
I'm ready for dinner.
Here, honey, try the poke cake. Do you see the
Very
cake?
good.
You like it?
Very good.
Tawanda, do you like it?
Haven't tried it just yet.
Here, honey, try the cake. You see our cake? It's very moist, like I said earlier, even though we did not use water. Do you want to see? Al, can you please show them?
Mm. Mm.
Mikael? There you go. Do you see how moist this cake is? Remember, we did not use water at all.
Mm. Very good. I love the texture that the apple gave it.
It's fudgy.
It's fudgy, but you can't taste the apple.
There you go. Perfect. So, Julie, Roy, you want to tell me how you like it? Have you tried it? Mikael, can I please go to Roy and Julie? Let's see how they like it. Mikael, can you please spotlight Roy and Julie? Do you like it? Which one have you tried?
Wait.
We're not ready yet. Sorry, we're not ready yet.
It's okay.
These two are master platers.
Okay, so this is our potatoes. Okay, it's done. And what we normally do is you just mash it, okay?
And we add some garlic
And
salt.
we add some garlic salt.
We don't do butter, we don't do sour cream or cheese because we want to lower the content, the calorie content. We just add a bit of garlic salt to it and that's it. Okay? So everybody, Tawanda, did you try the chicken? It's really good. Try it with the sauce. Did you try it? It's good, right? So there you go, everyone. We've gone over time for 7 minutes, but thank you so much once again for joining us. Hope you enjoyed tonight's class, okay? Another addition to your list of recipes, Tawanda, right? That are so easy,
Yes.
right?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Roy and Jewel. Please send us your photos as always. But have a good evening, everyone.
Okay, mashed potatoes ready. Thanks for joining
Happy
us.
dinner.
Enjoy your baked chicken
Yes.
and chocolate poke cake.
See you on Sunday again. All right. Bye-bye.
Happy
Bye.
December 13th. Bye.